Check 1 2 1 2, and we are live. Thank you for coming on into the live stream. Thank you for sharing your assets with me, which is your minutes. I switched it up on you. Thank you for sharing your minutes with me, guys. And I appreciate every single one of you for coming on into this live stream. I'm going to be able, if you're new to this channel, if you just clicked on a link, if someone told you to watch me, if you don't know what's going on, check it out. You're about to go through an experience of time and space. You're about to bend your own reality. You're about to really connect with life and its essence. So welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. I am the Crypto Lifer, and I love every single one of you guys. I start my day with some lemon water. First thing I ingest, haven't put anything else in my body. Big sips to cleanse, keep the mind straight, keep the mind healthy. I hope you, did you say thank you today? I start every stream, did you say thank you today? I want to say thank you right now to all 62 people watching, all 37 likes that I got. If I could get likes to match the watchers, it would be amazing. 63 people, 63 likes. It would only make 100% sense. Shout out to Tony Yee. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your most precious assets with me, and that is your minutes. That's your time, guys. That's your time. Right now, we're going to take a look at the market just to get in. It's like we're going to stretch our brain, get ready. We're going to do some intense work. We're going to be looking at a lot of different things. Repping the Johnnies all day. Shout out to Will Rojo. I didn't know I had a fellow Johnny up in the spot. Shout out to Will, man. Thanks for coming on in. Repping my Johnnies, baby. Repping my Johnnies. You know, in case I get a hater out there, I apologize. I love the St. John's. Went to St. John's. You know, so. All right, so we're going to take a look at what's going down. Can I give you 2 likes? You can give as many likes as you can. Shout out to everyone here on the live. A lot of Bitcoin still getting bought. Ethereum coming up into the spot. Some Litecoin, a little bit of Link. No GRT today. No love for that GRT. KNC kind of flipping on in. Guys, watch that FileCoin. We're going to take a look at FileCoin for a second. Institutions seem to be sweltering over this thing. I don't know what it is. It must have some government ideas. You know, the other day you noticed that the Biden administration, they disclosed one of the head execs. And if you looked into it, it looked like he held a lot of Bitcoin and a lot of FileCoin. There was only 2 coins that the guy held. What does he know? He's an elitist who has inside information. Like, what does he know about FileCoin, right? And I just get this instinct, too, about FileCoin and SNX, even though SNX has been kind of, they had their beautiful pump, their run-up. And I actually thought, you know, it was only going to retest the lows. But bam, we already gave you a 34% gain on FileCoin. We're going to take a look at that. We're going to erase all I've done before, and we're going to rework the magic, see what's going down. But shout out to everyone here on the live stream. If you got into my THETA call, just want to talk about it. If you join my Patreon, I give profitable trades every single day. I put out a trade that has high probabilities of going to the upside every single day. In my Patreon alone, just last night, I've been working harder than hard for my entire crew to find gains. And honestly, we've been finding gains even when the market was down. Yesterday, Bitcoin took a dump. 2 days ago, Bitcoin took a dump. We made 300% on a coin, 390 even on a coin, you know? So here's my exclusive calls only. I'm going to go through it so fast you almost can't even see it. But this is in one day, multiple calls, multiple things. I'm trying to teach you how to fish for yourself. I'm giving videos behind the reasons. So mini videos behind all the calls too. I'm going to start doing that a lot more often. You're going to see videos behind the call. It's going to be a video call because then I can really explain the call. If you just see a piece of paper, do this, you're like, but I can explain the call virtually. So virtual calls. One of the first channels to do virtual calls consistently. So we're going to step up the game for the channel. Also, I pay for token metrics. I go over it. We're going to go over it today. I do a live stream with my Patreons, which is a screen share every single week. It's usually Wednesday at 6. Tonight, it's at 7 p.m. on Thursday. So get ready for that. Get excited. Things are going to get really cool and really amazing. So for $99, okay, you get all my research that I'm doing consistently. You get guys that have trained to do research now, and they want to ride with me, and they've made a good amount of money, and they like paying the $99 to be in the group. So I have loyal research kind of team now that wants to get it in. So now you're going to be around the right group of people. To succeed, you want to surround yourself with the right group of people. I don't care if it's digitally, you know, I don't care if it's just online, because these are the people you're going to spend your time with. You spend time with people that make money, that research, that are progressive, you're going to become that type of person. So if you're searching a new way of life, if you're searching a new community to be a part of, sign up to the 99 Crypto Lifers and change your life. Change your life. I'm telling you right now, many people have, and many people are continuing to do it. And I see it every single day. And it's the positive energy. It's the consistency. I'm here every single day, right? And after a while, you start to realize, like, this guy's not going anywhere, you know? It's like having an advisor in your back pocket at all times. And I'm here on the live, I'm here in the rooms, and I love watching someone begin to learn TA and take it to the next level. Shout out to Tenacious Tim for doing what he does, man. Shout out to you, Tenacious Tim. All right, so check it out. Moving forward, we're going to take a look at why I see Theta still breaking to the upside. I like Theta USDT getting all the way up to $14 from this $8.87. You see the daily still a little overbought. I think it's going to kind of come down and hit some support regions. But in the long run, I believe you me, 3, 4, 5 weeks from now, I believe we're going to see a $14 Theta. The mainnet comes out on June 30th. It's going to be a big deal. So Theta, man, we look at it on the 4-hour. Get rid of all this work. Hard to see. But you can see I'm channeling, always looking at it. 200-day moving average. We just had a golden cross right there. 4-hour cross. The 50-day moving average crosses the 200-day on the 4-hour. That's a pretty big deal. I mean, right there we had one, and even if it's not, even that one rolled over, it wasn't a strong one, and we had a pretty nice pump out of that, right? So you can see very similar behavior to it. You can actually look at it's kind of a fractal action here. Look at this. I see a bit of a fractal. What is a fractal? Fractal is when you see a similar behavior or shape in a pattern previously that does a similar move. So you want to look for something like this. Like this is a fractal. You see that you have the jump in about the same area you have the jump. See this? Look at it. They match pretty amazingly. You got to get good at pattern recognition and you'll be able to find your fractals. Fractals teach you something. And look, we dip below the 200. We dip below the 200. It's in even the 200's in the same place, which is creepy. Even the 200's in the same place in the fractal, right? Then we come off, we do the bounce off the 200 with a little bit of a dip. So I believe that's what we're going to do now, the bounce with a little bit of a dip, and then we're gone. So look out for this to kind of do some damage, Theta. And don't say I didn't tell you. It's not done yet. Theta's not done yet. So if you missed the initial run-up, even though I gave you the trade and I screamed about it, now watch this. If you go to my exclusive calls, guys, key tip too, you go to my exclusive calls, if you're in my group, you type in Theta, Theta, right? And it gives you all the calls for Theta that I gave, right? So 521, I'm telling you, this will be a $26 coin. It's going to break to the upside, right? I'm showing you a bit of a fractal action there, right? Theta BTC, I'm saying it's going to break to the upside. You're going to see it break to the upside. This panned out very well, right? Theta USDT, just kept telling you, put the buy zone in here, okay? That was back when it was like, $8. So anyway, and then focus, T-Fuel staking as well, Theta mainnet, June 30th. I'm telling you this on June 5th. This is 5 days ago, right? It's the 10th today. And I'm just saying, guys, focus on Theta. Anyway, there you have it. Now I see another call coming out here because it's in a bull pennant. It's got the 200-day moving average breaking through the bottom of the pattern. I talk about that on the 4-hour. And I see some price action, coiling up and getting ready to make a bit of a move, getting tight. We're getting tight. So Theta, man, another call for Theta. This will be the buy zone. So guys, you just got into the channel. You spent some time with me. I'm already giving you a free call. See, this is the deal with my channel and other channels. I respect your time. Right? I don't want to, your time to me, you're on this earth. And you don't have much time. I almost lost my life. I went over yesterday how I got cut right here through my main artery there. Just missed my main artery. Look at that nasty scar right here, right? And you can see, my main vein is, right there, right? Had that gone any deeper and, oh my God, I may not be here. So, and I still had to save my life and run to the hospital and hold it back. And I was bleeding all over the place. I kicked in the doors. Anyway, I bring that up because I want you guys to know that, I respect your time. It's gold. I don't care who you are, where you are, and what you are. You're an entity of this beautiful existence that I live in, and I respect you greatly. And if you're going to sit here and spend your time with me, then I'm going to show you profitable trades with everything that I know. All right. And that's what it's about. All right. Okay. So that would be my buy zone here. When I say buy zone, okay, I expect you to be watching me and learning from me. And you know me, I always try to get here at the bottom of the pattern. So I'd flip into the 1 hour just to see pattern structure. I want to see what's going on inside of the pattern. And do make your patterns clean. You know, I get sloppy with it because I know the pattern after a while. But, you know, I want you guys being nice and neating it up. Because it will give you the space that you need to see where maybe there's some differences. Or maybe you can adjust time frames, you know. What I see almost happening is this too. Like, I get the notions of things. This is a bit more of an angled. See? And now you get the 200 days starting to move through the pattern. Okay? This is key. We're also going to take a look at how tight these moving averages are getting. I talk about tight moving averages towards the end of a triangle. And I can back test this for you and show it to you many times. So come on, let's go back and let's see why we should have bought Theta before. What was it doing? Okay? Right now, if you're new to my channel or if you're not new to my channel, you should be able to see what I'm putting down right now. So take a look at this, right? Do you see it? Do you see it? It should be so obvious to you at this point, okay? It's obvious to me. Who sees it? Does anybody see it? Anybody? Does anybody see it? Testing 1 2 3. Hi, Live, just joined. Hope you're all well. Happy. Shout out to Sue L. Love having you here, Sue. Thank you so much for coming on in. Anyone see it? Anybody? Anybody? All right. Bam. Like that. Okay. My man, would you come on BitBoy channel for TA? Much deserved recognition. Yeah, I would love to, man. Please let me know. I would really do it. You know him or you have a connection to him? Let me know. I would definitely come on. I would come on. Let me know. So check it out. You can see there's the pattern right there. Guaranteed. Nailed it. Okay. Swing down to swing down. Bam. Nailed it. Right? Crypto guys, thank you so much. Appreciate you. And bam, right there. Right? Measured move should get us to that point where we should see a pullback. Where and what happened right there? Right there. And you know, your measured move might be a deviation of a 0.5% or 0.1%. Like, you know, usually I'm pretty close by a few standard deviations away. I mean, it's not too much of a difference. Right there, I'm 1.7% away. But when the move is, you know, when I start getting you in, so what I do, this is what I do. I look for the bullish divergence that begins the beginning of a move. I then realize we usually get one more finish through the pattern. So when we come up here, I usually try to put a trade out for you guys, and I say, guys, wait for this to come here to the bottom of the pattern. Let's get it here and then ride. Now it'll come back for the retest. That's your second. If I miss this, if I'm out with my daughter, or something happens, if I don't have an alert set, if I don't have a limit order, I wait for the retest. Okay? I simply wait for the retest on that same part of the pattern. Break up, break down, and we're gone. All right, what do you see here? Okay, let's talk about this real quick. We see that the 200-day moving average is moving through the front of the pattern, and we see that we're super tight in my moving averages, right? Super tight. I keep talking about this. I probably bring it up every day now, and it's just a reiteration. Yeah, Theta and Tifu, definitely. It would help me pay for tutoring. Do you know why I'm trying to pay for 3 sessions? It wouldn't let you pay for tutoring? Really? Hit Crypto Lifers at Gmail right away. Hit my admin team up and say that you're having trouble paying for tutoring. I don't want to see that, Travis. Especially if you're trying to pay for 3 sessions. I mean, that's insane. Get on in there. You can also just hit us with the crypto and hit us with the crypto. Give you a 10% discount. Why not, right? So 3 sessions will take off $270, right? If you hit us with the crypto. So hit up crypto at Gmail. You know, one-time deal though. I don't always do a 10%, but I'll do one time for you because you're having trouble. Made some good money shorting Shiba. There you go, man. I'm joining Friday. I need help so bad. This will be the best investment ever joining you. You are the real deal here, man. Thank you, Rodney Robinson. I really appreciate you, man. Much respect to you guys. Much respect to everyone here on the live. So anyway, let's get back to the focus. So I could see this pattern, right? You know, and you want to be able to find patterns anywhere you look. There's a pattern everywhere and anywhere and always and every day. Like, who sees it now? Who sees it now? There's 2 things going on here. And I do this, man. I spend so much time going back in time. the charts have all the answers to the future. It's in the past. Like, you know, that's a bit of a head and shoulder, even if it's tiny. There it is, you know, and it breaks to the upside. What is the measured move? You draw your line, your neckline. And I have a saying here in TA, don't play yourself. Like, don't think the measured move's not going to hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't second guess this stuff. Like, you see what I'm saying? Measured move, man. And honestly, did I miss that? Like, there's a little wick there. Did I possibly miss? No, that's pretty close. I could maybe pull it a little bit because we're not on the line exactly. But anyway, measured move, right? It's an inverted head and shoulder. Bam. Sorry, take that. And that gives you, bam. So let's get back into the future now. So look, and then what happens is the moving averages get super wide. And when they get wide, price begins to collapse. Price begins to fall, right? And then you wait for them to get tight again, which is right here. And that's your entry, which is at the end of a pennant after the bullish divergence is established. And so you're looking for this snapshot here in time. You're looking for this. What are the keys here that you're looking for? You're looking for the 200-day moving average moving through the pattern. You're looking for the other moving averages to get super tight. If you can get this 200 in there, cool, but it doesn't always have to get in there. It's the biggest day average, so it's got so much more weight on it, right? The charts give us insight to human sociology. We love to repeat rhyme because we are creatures of habit. Exactly, man. Exactly. And so this is what we're looking for. So we're going to move into theta now. Guys, I'm giving you a free trade, but I'm giving you I want to teach you how to make the trade yourself. I want to show you what I know so you understand the flow. Now, Bitcoin ruined this trade right here, but you can see this was the last time we had the similar, you know, we have our pump, we had our consolidation. So let me turn off my my Discord, which I don't even use, but it's on. I have a Discord, but we don't use it. We don't use it much. I could put a free trading course up there, something like that, add information and stuff like that. Could just be a place to have, you know, more information. It just, I'm so active in the Telegram that I don't know why. I don't want to be anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so, wow, now I see something even bigger here too. So theta, you see how we made it up, but Bitcoin ruined that trade there. Bitcoin just took that trade out. But again, we still had a pop. You get what I'm saying? Like, there was still a way to make money with the same strategy. Okay, and there was bullish divergence there as well. The chart, yeah. So now let's take a look here, where we're at now, and why. And so now you can see, okay, why does he believe in the trade? Well, remember the snapshot we took? The first thing we saw was what? The bullish divergence. All right, established right there. So we got twins right here, right now, up and down to the bottom of the pattern, and then we blew out. We saw tight moving averages in the 200-day moving, and this is what I'm talking about. So this is why. Let me zoom back out here. This is why this is a viable trade to me, and I see things brewing. You see what I'm saying? I see things brewing for this. So theta, USDT. If Bitcoin pumps, it's going to take Bitcoin with it too. And we're going to take a look at the BTC pair. I think they're both going to be viable, but right now near the bottom of the pattern. So here's the deal. I can buy in right now with a very tight stop loss of like 10 or 11%. Okay? So check it out. And this mainnet's coming. It's going to run, I believe it's going to run up 14, 15, 16. We're going to see some big numbers for theta. In my humbles of opinions. Okay? In my humbles of opinions. Just messing around with you guys. Saying it like that. Wow, but the market came back pretty nice today. I just got like a 30% swing back on a smaller account, doing pretty good. So market's looking pretty nice so far. You know, not the greatest market of all time. Wow. Okay. All right, so let's see now. I'm gonna make a live trade in front of you guys, just so you can see what goes on in the life of Crypto Lifer. Okay. But live trade. So let me get my wits about me. I'm going to start looking in here at my support and resistance regions. Okay. And I'm going to take a look in here. And then we're going to get into Bitcoin and things. But I'm giving you a live trade and I'm showing you why All right. Then we're going to cover so much more and have a blast, and we're going to get into all different charts, and we're going to get into Bitcoin total too. So this, if you're new to the show, we don't usually just, but right now I'm honing in. You know, if I hone in, there's a reason I'm honing in. Dollar Vigilante is releasing their next coin pump. The last one was R. He says it's another privacy coin. Can you please let us know what the coin is? Actually, someone told me what the coin was the other day. I found out what it was. Someone kind of leaked it to me. I got the name and then I forgot it. I think R is still viable too. I think we want to get into R. Last night I was this close to opening a Bilaxi account and buying some R. I think I should be doing that soon. Please, guys, tell me. Open my Bilaxi and buy some R today. I got to. I keep putting it off, and I don't want to put it off anymore. It's not good to put that stuff off, you know? Because that's a privacy coin that's going to rip, in my opinion. Right back to its all-time high. So 46% gains for Theta. Back to 13. That's just how you can play the 1 hour, right? That's going to be our next resistance, okay? So that's how you play it. You risk 10% to gain 46%. If I put if I put $2,500 into the trade, right? So check it out. And Theta's good long-term hold too. Could be just a good time to accumulate some Theta. But if you just want to trade Theta, right? And you could get stopped out. It is what it is. So you tell yourself, all right, I'm willing to lose how much? What do I want to risk, right? So look, I got 5,400 USDT, okay? I swip it to 25 or to 50%, okay? 2,700. The ask for Theta, 893. We take a look at the chart too, and now we start looking at the oscillators, what's going down. 1 hour's oversold and usually does this little dip up here right now, so I like where we're at, and we're close to the bottom of the pattern. So smaller time frames make sense to me, right? 4 hours also doing a little funky move, and I believe the daily has one more galactic move in it that's going to propel us up. I don't know how much higher, you know, probably only to about 1049, I think, something like that, but I believe we're going to get to that high. So big push up for Theta with the main net moving forward. We are a little high though, right? I am going to sell this trade early, wait for it to reaccumulate, all right? So just wanted to let you guys know, this is a quick trade. This is a you know, this isn't like a long-term, mid-term hold like usual. Still trading faster than normal in this time period, right? So Theta, there's the deal. You go to make the trade. So we're going to buy in at 890, all right? We're going to set our take profit. We're going to set our take profits right here at about 1048, maybe a little lower from this wick, because we're going to get a little slowdown right there. So 1033. I like the 33, right? So 10.33. Okay. Then we're going to set that stop loss at the 10%. And why are we setting the stop loss at 10%? Well, when we look at it, 10.24%, right? And like also, like, let's just say I use my calculator, right? If I had 500,000 times 0.01, I could risk $5,000 per trade. I could divide this by 0.1024. It tells me I can put $50,000 in this trade and still only risk 1% of my portfolio. I'm putting $2,500 into the trade, so I'm well above my risk management at this moment. You see what I'm saying? Only thing is, you know, bullish, bearish engulfing candle there on the daily, and we are oversold. So that's why this is a quick 4 hour trade. You know, let this 4 hour kind of run out and do its thing, you know, and anything is possible. We could get stopped out. Nothing is guaranteed in any of this. You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm going to take the first target. We'll probably reset. Then I'm going to get back into the trade for the next move to the upside. Well, it's going to be a two trade move if everything goes well, right? So remember, 10.24 was the number in here. Bam. And we're going to set that. So 890, 885, even came down on us there, right? 2,300. And you could even ladder into this. Like sometimes I ladder into this. Like I'll buy this 3 times. So what we can do is we can go, okay, we want to do 900 and we're going to buy 900 3 times throughout the next couple hours, right? And we're going to balance ourselves throughout that trade. So the first trade is going to be the same, and all the numbers are going to be the same. All the numbers are going to be the same, all right? So we're going to create the first trade. All right. Bam. So live trading too. And you can see my last trades, cake up 200, 8%, 231, 118 for VeChain, you know. These are long-term holds I'm adding back in. So I'm not really worried about these small positions, but you can just see where I got back in. So far, so good is holding up, you know. And you never know. I mean, that's why I didn't go all in either. I'm still keeping capital on the side. Everything is a ladder move. I'm never all the way all in or all the way all out. It all depends on the ladder, on the idea, you know? So look, we just got in at 877, which is pretty sweet. And it bumped back up to 880 real fast. So we kind of just made a nice little move there for Theta. So I'm going to make a $2,700 position. I'm going to add $900 3 times. I'm going to ladder in based off all the indicators that I showed you. And we're going to go from there, right? And it's the best you can do. You have a system. You have a proven system. You've back tested it. You know you've put in the effort. You know you put in the work. You believe in the trade. You make your positional strength. You figure it out and you let it and you set it. You do this over and over again. That's how you become a trader for life. I'm telling you right now, that's how you do it. Live in camera. You never see this. I never saw this on any other live stream. I see a bunch of live streamers. I don't see this. I really don't. Okay, so check it out. So look, highly likely we will bounce off the 200 MA. That must have been the daily time frame we're looking at, or was I looking at the 1 hour? Right, so look, highly likely we bounce off the 200 MA. 21 is coming for a bullish cross as well. I said that, right? And look what happened. I said this, you know, obviously here, it must have not aligned up. But bam, we came and we bounced off the 200 MA. See? So when we broke out, we were here. This is when I wrote this for all my subscribers and my Patreons. And so far, so good. We were right. We nailed it again. We got as high as 38.84, which was my call, which is kind of crazy. If anyone remembers, I said about 38.5, 38.5 looks like the high. I said, and then it looks like we're going to come back down. So let me show you what I see happening for Bitcoin. As a pattern trader, I just continue to find patterns. Pattern recognition became my number one key to success. Being able to find a pattern and then playing as many as I could. So eventually I would raise my percentage gains, right? So I can get rid of this now because that's old news. It's happened now. So this is what I see happening. I believe we're in this pattern now. Hold up. I believe we're in a bit of like a falling wedge channel here. Now, just want to zoom in here. It's controversial to me whether we broke out here or whether we're still in. This is kind of like a funky area here that popped out. And this is kind of a funky area here that popped out. Trying to gauge like, all right, makes kind of, you know, they got us, they try to get back into the pattern. Got back into the pattern. We broke out. So technically we're respecting a top trend line. And diagonal trend lines work as well. So you want to make things like this. You can see that's a clearly diagonal trend line. Some people call them spider lines. And there's a few at play. See this one here? Because look, we hit this. We hit them on the sides of the shoulder a little bit there. We hit it there, clearly hit it there, hit it there. And we hit it kind of like middle-wise there. See that? So this is interesting. If we can respect this trend line, we can start to take off on this white line here. See this? It's a valid trend line. Look, bounce, 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 bounce. We fell down. Rejection, 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 major rejection, right? Came back to it again. So this line has been like serious. Got rejected, broke through it. So I think there's some fib traders playing on some crazy fib lines here. And this makes sense that there's something going on with this diagonal line, right? And then we see one more line, right? We see this line, which we seem to have channeled here, and we channel back in again, right? So I know I'm getting a little more complex than normal here, but I wanted to break this down for you guys and show you. So big deal. And then on top of this, you throw in your support and resistance lines. So I know it starts to get insane. but you want to see where price has been having a good time, you know, where price likes to hang, where price came and stopped. Super, super important here, right? So there's our support and resistance lines, like mapped out, right? We got rejected very hard at 39,500 about, right? So that's going to be a hard time to get through. We see that, right? We double topped right there. We got rejected pretty damn close here. 38K, 38.5 has been a bit of an issue for us. And now, you know, we did find support right here off of 37,000. So we're channeling. We're channeling right now between 37 and 38,000. Can we hold 37,000? That's what we all want to see. Now, look at something I just thought about, which is very, very possible. And I can't stand when I see these things, but this could be what? A head and shoulder pattern, right? See that? And I still think the channel is going to play out. So, and I said this like 3 or 4 days ago, if you remember, but so we did break out, but I think we're going to come back down and test this bottom of this channel one last time at about 31,400, and then we're going to make our way out. Just something, you know, I hope not, but I'm just want to put it up to you guys that it's definitely a possibility, and it would still be completely bullish. It would fulfill this bullish pattern, and we could still break to the upside and be all la-di-da, and life would be fine. So this is a very, very high probability for Bitcoin. All right. Now, I'm not saying any of this is guaranteed. I'm just trying to build a projective idea here, you know? So I gave you some backup here. So what's the call for Bitcoin? What's the trade? Well, let me look at a smaller time frame to see what's going on, honestly. So far, so good. We are holding this support line, right? Like you can see, we got rejected here at 37,000, but we bounced really hard off 37.4, you know. About 2 hours later, we came and we wicked below it, but we're holding it again. So this is kind of a line in the sand right now. We break 37.5. It looks like we come right back down here to 36,000. See that line there? You know? But so far, so good. Look, high. We had a low. We had a high. We had a low. We made a higher high. We made a higher low. We made a higher high. We made a lower low. So as long as we don't make a lower low than 36,215, I'm bullish. Okay, so that's how I build my stories here for my idea. I'm bullish. All right? So I gave you the bigger idea. That's a possibility. Just wanted to put this out here. You know, possible head and shoulders for Bitcoin. You know, and then the fall, you know, pattern, you know, if we pattern trade it, the target would be right here. Target 32,000 about, right? On the dot. So I'd say target 32,000. Okay? Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in and sharing your most precious asset with me. I need help getting to 200 million subs. I only have one sub. I'll recreate a Roblox killer game where I get 200 million subs. You have 20 years to get me that much. We can get you to 20. We can get you to 20 million. Come on in, man. We got you. I think that's easy. I think that's actually very easy and doable. Starco, when you get a chance, could you go over ADA BTC from yesterday? Yeah, for sure, man. I see a few people saying ETH is going to dip. Any thoughts? Thanks. I'm worried about ETH. I'm not sure if it's going to the upside. Also do Forex currency live streaming. Cool, man. Psycho 4X, man. Automatically held for review, hidden by deleted message. Thank you. Okay, buddy. Theta and T-Fuel 20x potential. Sorry, I've been really in the zone with the charts. I have not had a chance to look into the chat. I just want to finish I'm in the zone right now. I'm in the zone. Later on today, about at 1 p.m. Let me see let me look at my entire sketch. Yeah, so or even at 12 maybe. 12 p.m. Can we do 12 p.m. XRP user? Today at 12 p.m. live stream about XRP. XRP live stream. All XRP all day long from 12 to 1 p.m. today. If you want to come on in. So all XRP all day. All right. We're going to go over the SEC. We're going to talk about a bunch of stuff. Please tell me new person entry crypto with little investment. You don't trust getting R on Trade Ogre? Good night. Shout out to Ardarsh Kumar. Sounds good, my dude. All right. So I'll hit you up. So guys, today at 12, XRP Musa and me are going to be talking about cryptocurrencies. All right. And we're going to break down XRP mainly. All right. I'm going to talk about, because I think it has a, because whatever happens with this SEC case is going to have implements to how they tax and, you know, what they're going to do. It's all kind of there. It's all there. So I truly believe we need to, we got to be diligent. You see what I'm saying? And we got to watch this case closely and talk about it, because I believe it's going to have a big, it's going to affect all our lives in a major, major way when this case comes back out, you know? So possibility, right? Is this a head and shoulders? Is this an HNS, a head and shoulder, if you see me write that? Forming? Is this a head and shoulders forming? Possible, right? Just giving you the possibilities so you guys can see. You know, it's like if we were in war and I was your pilot, you know, I was like your, you know, they sent me in as reconnaissance and I came back with the info. I'd be like, listen, the Bitcoin army is about to attack us from the left, from the right, from the bottom, from the top. And I got to let you know, you know. So that's basically what this is all about here. That's what I'm doing here every single day. I'm keeping you on the front lines of Bitcoin every single day. That should be the name of the channel. I should change it. Front lines of Bitcoin. On the front lines of Bitcoin. And remember, these are just ideas. I'm not telling you I think, oh, we're crashing down to 32K. But I just, you know, highly likely so far, right? Let's break it down. Let's say, can we say this is a rising wedge? Yes, we can. What happens to these? They break to the downside, right? 68% of the time. So you got this going for you, you know. The one good thing you have is the 15 minutes oversold. So it's telling you this may, you know, this could be the rising wedge that sends us parabolic, right? I mean, we could break out of this. But so now you can see how important this level is. We either make our way through the pattern here and we continue up, right? Or we choose this path and we go down here and we break down this way and we enter the bigger pattern. So you can see it's like Bitcoin's either going to choose this way or that way, and we're going to find out pretty soon, right? Pretty soon. So far breaking down 37K. And my earlier instincts from a couple days ago was that we would break back down to about 32K. Okay. Now we look at the 4 hour. Is that suggesting? Yeah, I mean, we're overbought extremely, right? So now we can ride the Stokes back to the downside. So do we open the short right now? Let me take a look. Also possible head and shoulder too. So you're getting some mixed signals for Bitcoin, right? Kind of all eyes on this idea here. All eyes on this possible idea, you know. And even if we do this and we go up here, we could still break down. You get it? Because that's 68% chance that we break to the downside. That's a rising wedge. It's a rising wedge. So today, I mean, one of the few days that I'd say I gotta like leave Bitcoin. I'm getting mixed signals. I mean, you know, if I had to make a trade on Bitcoin, one trade only, it would be this trade right here. I would trade the idea that she's gonna break to the top of the pattern. Okay, and make 2%. You'd have to use like 2 or 3% leverage, and I really don't even like telling kids to use leverage because I'm anti-leverage from the jump, right? I'm just not, you know, I've made tons. I turned $1,800 into cake into $100 grand, no leverage. You know, I turned $300 in SafeMoon into 30,000, no leverage. Like I turned, you know, multiple times. I 10x'd multiple times, probably 40 times, no leverage. So like, I just truly don't believe you need leverage in this market. All you need to do is have a really good sense of what to buy and when to buy and really get your hands into the market. All the time you spend leverage trading and freaking out and getting liquidated, and you could have been spending researching coins and like becoming a master, right? In my opinion, leverage trading steals your time. Your time is what you need to make, and for now, SEC's looking like a bunch of bullies. Yeah. Is there a trade that protects both sides on that idea? Truth, Jesse B. This case is very important for all crypto. The FAC loses this case, they will be rendered impotent. All crypto regulations going forward after this decision will be determined by what the court tells the SEC. I know, it's true. XRP on KuCoin or Bybit. Need VPN for Bybit though. If we break 40K, you think the channel is finished? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Oh yeah, we break 40K. Oh, for sure. For sure we're out of the channel. Yeah. Chat, help me out. Has he talked about Matic yet? No. Why is R better than Monero? It's just new. That's all. Monero's been around a lot longer. And, you know, there's a new channel pumping R. That's all. So you don't have people pumping Monero like they're pumping R. So right now we should kind of hold here at the bottom of my channel. So this is where you would open up a trade, right? On 37,280. Stop loss would be below this wick, just 1% at about 36. Yeah, we can even make it a little more adjust. 3% gain. You can't risk a lot. It's got to be at least a 3-to-1. So yeah, stop loss below this wick at 36. It's close to the bone though. I mean, that's why these trades are iffy. Highly likely this trade won't work out. You know, oversold though. You know, kind of trusting that. So here, you open the trade right now. We just got the wick down, which is kind of nice. And now you can put the stop loss here at 36.7. So you open the trade right now at 37,200 on the dot. Put the stop loss in at 36,666. All the sixes. Crazy, right? Stop loss at 36,666. 3 and 4 sixes. All right? Craziness. And then see if you can ride it to the top of the channel, which is going to be about... Hold on. Which can get you to 38,672. And I would just take profits at 38K on this one and be easy. So that's the idea for the trade. All right. That's the idea for the trade. Y'all smash the like. Let's get 100 likes right now. Let's get it. Wow, we did get 100 likes. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? 192 people watching. 100 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers, my friends? Also, here's how the channel works. If you wanted me to go on a deep dive, like I'll look at the coin Gecko, I'll get into the Telegram, I'll talk about the aspects, I'll look at the whole entire page, and I'll tell you whether I would actually purchase the coin or not. If you're in something and you want me to do that, that's like a consultative move there with all, and I give you everything I have. Send in a super chat. If you want me to go over heavy analysis on a coin, send in a super chat. It'll be awesome. It helps the community. It brings you in because you paid for it, and it kind of makes you more established of a group member. And it's awesome, guys. I'm gonna make a whole following with badges and stuff like this soon. I can up the ante, so I'm gonna watch some stuff about some videos. If anyone wants to help with that too, I want to create like followers and set up the whole following and stuff like that. We can do followers here on YouTube, and you can subscribe to the following. You know, you could do $1.99, $5.99 a month, whatever I want. Whatever it is, what it is. But anyway, back to this. So this is the idea here for Bitcoin. Okay, small trade for Bitcoin. That's it. In at 37,200 was the call. We're already up a little bit. Right now 290, right? So that's the call. Bounce off the bottom of the triangle here, even kind of retesting the bigger channel. So you have to remember we're zoomed in, but I had a whole bigger idea here. There's a lot more going on than just that one trade, right? I know this looks like Chinese now. This is all mapped up on top of each other, right? But 15-minute Bitcoin trade. And then I posted to the Patreons because there might be someone at work right now who cannot see the live stream, right? So BTC scalp trade, and we've hit 4 out of 5 of these now. So we just been kind of nailing it, focusing on it. Okay, moving forward, let's take a look at ETH BTC. It seems to be struggling a little bit right now too as well. Let's take a look at ETH BTC. Just saw that there was that info there. Always something annoying there. Why does it say word on the screen? Anyway. Okay, make a KuCoin account. Yeah, what's able to move everything from Binance US? You are? Okay, that's cool. I didn't know you could do that. I'm happy to know that you can do that. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in. We're going to get into more. So already off the bat, we've given you 2 trades. If you spent some time with me already, we broke down a lot of teaching as to why the trades are going to, hopefully go in our favor and why they look very profitable, like profitable trades. So, and I kind of gave you my reasoning. I back tested some ideas for you. I didn't just kind of throw a trade at you, right? I try to show you the mind of a man so you could get some insight. Remember, nothing is guaranteed. You never know. I found your channel for the crypto love, and if you were on BitBoy's channel, you would blow up. Definitely considering joining your Patreon. Want to know what trade site you use? I'm using Coinbase Pro, and they are extremely limited on coins. Was able to move everything. Ryan, make a KuCoin account. I don't like BitBoy. That's the problem too. See, what if a lot of my subs don't like, but BitBoy is the gateway. It's almost like you could not like New York City, but if you were an artist, you'd have to perform there just to get it out of the way. So look at DATA, man. Let's take a look at what's going on with DATA, because it seems to be continuing to pump here. But look at that double top, right? That's clearly an M pattern, double top. 9 out of 10 times, that's a bearish pattern. We'll break to the downside. You can see we're also pushing down on the 1 hour, okay? The daily is also double topping. I'm telling you, it probably had its run. Shout out for DATA for the run. It got sold off pretty hard. Seemed like it was part of some type of group's pump and dump. Something went on with DATA, but congrats to anyone that got into DATA. Streamer, man. And it made some good BTC moves too, so shout out to that, man. Yeah. Someone asked today if I could go on, but I don't know if he knew him. Someone has contacted me recently, said they knew him and that they would write to him and let him know and all this nonsense. We'll see. It would definitely, I saw it happen to that guy in complication, and he has like 5 videos and he doesn't even put out a video every day. Maybe call your mom. Mind of a man. Mind of a man. I'm not keen on him either, but it would be a massive exposure for your channel. Yeah. Oh my God, it would be insane. Okay. All right. Well, Bitcoin reached 39K today. I don't know. I don't think so. I'd have to really look at that, but I don't. My idea is 38.4, 38,500. There's a chance. There's a chance. Let's see what's winning here on Binance. I like to go for Binance and look at all the big coins on Binance. This gives you an idea of what's happening when you can see who's winning on Binance. What coins are they? New coins? Are they NFT coins? What pairs are bigger? It just kind of gives you an idea of what's happening. Cryptocurrency, man, what an insane world we live in, right? Like right now I'm sitting here thinking about like, how did I even get into cryptocurrency? Like sometimes you sit and you realize like, wow, right? Amazing, right? So Hard went up big today. Hard up 106%, and I believe I got some Hard up in my saddle. Shout out to Hard going up 106%. 4 up 56%. IDEX up 32%. GTC, BLZ. We talked about BLZ. Put that on your radar numerous times. Let's talk Vited. I talk about Vited. I like Vited. Mithril. I went over Mithril actually. Let's take a look at Mithril. We went over it, I think yesterday, the day before, even the beginning. Burger is starting to make a move back up. BTC up moving. ORN, Luna. So a bunch of double-digit coins up. It's actually a nice day for some of the alts. A little bit of an alt movement here. And what do we see? DeFi. Hard as DeFi. So we see some DeFi starting to get back into the game. Just something to think about. It looks like DeFi is starting to make a bit of a move. All right. DeFi is starting to make a bit of a move in the space. So kind of claiming itself back up. Now, how do you figure all this stuff out? You can go to DeFiPerp, which is pretty cool. Also on CoinTrader Pro, check this out. We got a few little tricks in the bag here, right? If you want to look at DeFiPerp, all right? See, DeFiPerp, this is a basket of all the hottest DeFis kind of put together, and remember I was saying, it looks like we could get all the way up here to about 21 when the market was ripping. We came back down, but in my opinion, this is pretty cool because look, we're back in you could almost say we're back in the pattern. We broke above the 200. Price is just cracking above the 200 yet again. It flirted with it. Starting to kind of find its average, and to me the bottom that's when the bottom's in. When we start to ride the 200 moving average, that's really the bottom. So I believe that's the bottom for DeFi, and if that's the bottom for DeFi, it's probably the bottom for the market. So need I say I think we hit the bottom? You know, even if Bitcoin goes to 32K there, like, to me, the bottom was 30K. Like, we're not going to go lower than 30K. I think we hit the bottom at 30K. There's too many limit orders now. Too many people are kind of, as iffy as they are on the price going down, they're iffy on the price going up too. They're like, you know, anything could happen for Bitcoin. It can make a flip on you. So DeFiPerp shows you where all the DeFis are going. It's good to see the whole space in its entirety. That's why every day here on the live stream, I go over total too as well. So we went over Bitcoin for you, right? Gave you my kind of predictions, went over it pretty closely. Now we're going to look at total, right? Total is the entire market cap of all the cryptos, okay? Funny, I have it here, but like some reason, sometimes I looked it up there and it like wouldn't look it up. I don't get it, but here it is, total. Same name. Now, total looks just very similar to DeFiPerp, right? But you had the rising wedge. I must have drawn this. If you draw it on a different time frame, yeah, they'll fall out of the pattern, see? But so we had a bit of a rising wedge here. Now, let's look at the, maybe I was on the weekly. Yeah, so we had a rising wedge that fell to the downside, right? Massively. But we held strong support at what? $1.39 trillion. And we went over this yesterday pretty closely. So let's look. Just going to get rid of these lines. So we're taking a look at what we see here happening on these lines. And I want to show you the support regions for the entire market. Like, what is the big money saying? Where's the big money sit? Right? So big money. We came up, you know, first we were doing our thing. Let's go back, you know. December came out and we were at 700 billion, right? And everyone's talking, can we hit a trillion? You know, we go to 900, and I remember going all the way to that trillion and then coming all the way back down to 700 again. And I was like, oh, come on, you know, and then getting all the way to the trillion and coming all the way back down to 800, and then get all the way to the trillion, coming all the way back down to 800 again. I'm like, oh, they're playing with us. And then to the trillion and back down again. I was just like, oh, these 4 weeks were playing on my heartstrings. And finally, we had the massive move above a trillion, and the money came in. When that money came in, it's almost like this money never wanted to leave. So you can see we held this $1 trillion. We defended the trillion very, very strongly. Even when we came down here, look, we never even hit the line. We got really close to it. We bop, 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 boom, boom, boom. Then we never really, and then this candle closed strong, came up. Little sell pressure, right? And then huge candle. So I'm a firm believer in candle theory, right? There's a big candle, 2 big greens. There's a big candle, wick, the wick theory. Bam. So we got a wick here. And that wick tells me, you know, we should start to make a move on out. So bottom kind of, and look at this. We finally getting a curve on the weekly and on the stochastics. And I was patiently waiting for this for so long. So I look at the weekly stochastics on total, and it's finally pushing to the upside. I mean, to me, the bottom is in. Like, I'm going to clearly say, guys, the bottom is in. You heard me say it. I haven't said it yet. I've been waiting for a long time. I believe today the bottom is in. Razor Network, been watching it. Entry looking juicy now after last drop. Big partnerships, Oracle project, involved with Algo, Elron, Paid Network, Injective, etc. Thoughts? Sounds pretty hot right off the bat, man. Bought more Cardano. Can you look at Kusama? Thanks. I hope so. DeFi is probably the most legit of the crypto sectors. Now we have EFI, Elastic DeFi, right? And I think, isn't that what CDeFi is? I'm not keen on him either, but boom, boom, boom. Okay, so bought more Cardano. Been watching it at entry looking juicy now. Okay, so I believe we've hit the bottom based off the weekly chart, right? And I've gone over this many times on my channel. And that's why I kept telling you guys to never stop buying Bitcoin down here, and don't like listen to the crazy FUD, right? Just want to make sure that I've taken a picture of everything that I've talked about. I did all that work and to not share it, right? Yeah, so we sent the projection, possibly. We sent the small trade out. Okay. Now, the idea is this, right? I go to that weekly time frame. You know, the more experienced you become as a trader, the larger time frames you begin to use. It just becomes more natural to use because you've been in the game a long time. Like, I've been in the game 4 or 5 years now in crypto. So it's like, okay, like I understand, like I was here before. I was in the market. I've been in this entire market. I know these days. Like, I can remember the day when we pumped up on June. I remember the day I was sitting in the office, what I was doing. I can remember how I felt. I can remember the day when I laid on my carpet and I turned white, when my crypto account went to the lowest it's ever been and I thought my life was over. Not my life was over. I shouldn't say that. But when I really, like, And then when I turned around and opened my bank account and bought 0.7 worth of Bitcoin immediately for about 3,300, I realized who I was. And I took advantage of a crisis. And I finally realized I had back engineered my brain to buy into the fear. And that's when I knew I was going to be very wealthy, because I bought here and I'm, still in it. I bought right there and I'm still in it. You see what I'm saying? So I never shied away. I definitely bought. I can honestly look everyone here in the face and said I bought the bottom twice. I bought right here too at about 3,800, 3,600. And, so I made 2 large buys, 2 Bitcoins worth almost damn near. And then a lot more just consistently averaging in here, averaging in. I averaged in this whole time. When we were like the highest was 4 or 5 grand, I'm just buying. 200 here, 300 here, 400 here, 600 here. I have like a list of buys. It's insane how many Bitcoin buys I made in my life. Like dollar cost averaging, just tossing dollars away because they were garbage. And there was no reason to be in the dollar. So you see to see why I continue to buy Bitcoin. It's right there on the top of the title of the video, why I continue to buy Bitcoin. And how I did that too is sometimes it was as simple as this. I'm being dead honest with you. You could see the most complex strategy to make money, maybe the most simple, and whoa, slow motion, Ralph Smart. Ooh, slow motion, man. But yeah, what people think is the most complex may be the most simple, right? They look at someone trading cryptocurrency, think you're a genius, the smartest guy in the world, and like all I do is buy when the fear and greed index is in this shaded area. Like when we're shaded in here, I'm buying as much Bitcoin as I can. When we got to 10, oh man, buy more Bitcoin. That give me that fear, man. I feed off this fear. Give me more fear. I feed off of it. This is where I will make my entire wealth. This is where I'll become a wealthy man. Right here. Feed me the fear, man. Feed me the fear. Right? I will eat it up. I will take it for what it is. I will use it to my advantage. Feed me that fear. I want it all. I want it all. Because it's only greener pastures. It's only greener pastures. And this is where this is where where you become an investor for life. This is where you make the decision to be wealthy. So there you go, man. You buy as much Bitcoin as you can, man. You know what? 100, 300 bucks in BTC, you're not poor, man. You are wealthy. You are wealthy because your mind is set on the right path, bro. And if your mind's set on the right path, you will always be wealthy. So Rodney, man, do not even use any negative, pejorative terms which they've infringed upon you to say. Yo, Ralph is the man, dude. Ralph is the man. Ralph will change your life, bro. Ralph and me have many things in common because I did a lot of the things. And honestly, I've only watched maybe 10 Ralph Smart videos in my life. Right? So it's not like, oh, whoa. And you'd be like, wait, I thought you said yes. I like Ralph Smart. But what I did is I watched his videos and I was like, wow, he researched all the same things I did. And he's on the same page. And like, he's on a highly tipped same page as me. Like, wow. I'm like, wow. So shout out to him. And he says celebrities hit him up and they can't even say they like him because they're like locked. I like how he always talks about, they gave me a crappy deal. At least it came with some toys and a Happy Meal, Kanye West. Anyway, so we're holding that 37,200. You can see that's I showed you why that's holding. I showed you the reason why that's holding. We have that diagonal trend line, and we're sitting at the base of a rising wedge, right? Starting from the bottom, man. I started from the bottom. I was on a night shift, bro. You're looking at a guy that worked a night shift for 5 years. Straight up, no lie. So, lived in an apartment for $500 a month. Like, I can't afford to buy any more Bitcoin. Spent all my wages on the dip. Well, it's good enough, man. Don't worry. This is the region. And I'll show you why you did the right thing. And again, none of this is financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor and do your own due diligence for the bloodsucking lawyers. Now that's been out of the case, and look at the disclaimer at the bottom of the video. But anyway, oversold region, right? So these were the greatest times to buy Bitcoin, right there, and right there. These are the lowest. Right after the dip, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the lowest. And we can like zoom in to the stochastics here, which is a deadly accurate indicator, like deadly accurate. Like it tells you when you're overbought and oversold pretty well. Like right here, it was time to get out. And, you know, had you listened to the stochastics, you'd be sitting pretty right now, because you would have sold out somewhere in between these two hills. So you might have missed this initial run, but you would have sold out at like 59,000, 60. You would have sold out somewhere between. You might have got out a little early at 40K. You might have, but you could have bought back into 30K. So you still would have been able to add more Bitcoin had you listened to the Stokes. But had you wrote it all, this was a quick ride up, so hopefully you caught it. And bam, even the high Stoke right there. That's a little latent actually, so you might actually see the weekly. So that's interesting. Weekly Stokes. They were a little latent, like they crossed early. See, they crossed here and they revamped up. It's interesting to see. But for the most part, they're still going to give you the area where there's an extremely move to the upside. And honestly, that's why I use multiple time frames. Daily had you here, like oversold, oversold, oversold yet again, you know, oversold right there, and we dropped, you know. It's the stochastics every single time it told you we were oversold right there, right there, right here. Overbought, I'm sorry, overbought, 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 overbought. We dropped, we dropped, we dropped, we dropped. You know, it's deadly in my opinion, deadly accurate, you know. I work 2 jobs, 65 hours a week to have extra money for BTC. Hey, you got to do what you got to do, man. I started at the bottom, man. You're the pizza man. I really feel your pain. I'm a single father too, struggling myself. Shout out to Michael Jordan, man. Stay in the game, man. Stay in the game. Do not get out of crypto. I'm telling you. A lot of people left crypto last week. I'm telling you. A lot of people did not have the staying power, so to speak, to stay in the game. So let's take a look at ETH BTC. We're going to take a look at some other crazy coins that we've been looking at too as well. So wow, it took a bit of a hit. This is crazy. Hit my stop loss. See that? Bam. Or almost. I guess my stop loss is right on this line. But damn, I mean, very, very close. I didn't see that happening. I didn't see ETH dropping against Bitcoin. I saw ETH kind of holding its levels pretty well. I might have to change my tune now. We could see, though, this could just be the bottom of the pattern beginning to break up. It's getting oversold on the daily. Like, it's resetting for a new edge. Extremely oversold on the 4-hour. Yeah, look what we're seeing. 200-day moving average through. This is a viable trade. This is where I would actually add to the trade. So this is like your positional strength, because now you can put a stop loss like really small, 5%, and try to ride this back up to the top at 43. I like this trade here. ETH BTC right now is looking very viable. Why? 200-day moving average is the catch-all. Oversold on the 4-hour. Coming down on that daily. Could go sideways to sufficiently fulfill the daily RSI and then pop up. Not a lot of risk here you have to make, right? To gain 43%, you can only risk 6% almost. So 5.97. Let's round it up to 6%. So bam, I mean, there's your trade, right? I like it. I like it. 7-to-2 risk-reward ratio. That's a beautiful risk-reward ratio. 6 times 7 is 42, 43.84% gains. But this is a trade I would make viably right now. I think it's going to get picked up off here and start to make a move. So there's your trade on the 4-hour strictly. Just ride these Stokes back to the top. Keep your stop loss tight, 6%. ETH BTC, man. There's a second trade of the day that I'm going to give you guys because it's on my radar and it just looks right. It looks right. I like to buy into the sell-off. The sell-off happened. That's a good buy-in position right there. It's a good buy-in position. Okay. 10:49. Wow, we're moving fast today, man. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in. Let me get into the chat now. Sorry, today I was really focused. Delivering pies 4 nights a week. They'll be back when everyone FOMO's in. Check out Zilliqa, 5 days old. Next 100x coin. I work for the government during the day. I want out. Rodney delivering them cream pies. Nah, bro. Good for you. Give your boy your time, most of all. You got me watching now, right? You're the man, Sam. Dollar is garbage. Amen. Yep. I'm in the same boat. Don't feel bad. We're starting from the bottom. I can't afford to buy any more BTC. Spent all my wages on the dip. Please talk in Hindi. I don't even know how, man. I started at the bottom of Jersey. I work 2 jobs. Yeah, I mean, I feel you guys. People who left crypto last week will be back when the market's up 200 to 500% from now. Isn't that crazy? We have to flush out those people to move forward. Isn't that crazy though? Yeah, we do. Rodney delivering them cream pie. So anyway, ETH looking good right now. I like where it's at. Everything taking a bit of a hit. The BTC pairs all took a beat down. Why? Bitcoin dominance pump. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. Most people don't even know what Bitcoin dominance is. If you're new to the channel, we're going to break down all the fundamentals for you guys. We're going to show you what's going on in the crypto space. We're going to show you how to fish for yourself. We're going to teach you how to look at the market so you can assess the everyday market sentiment. For me personally, the market sentiment is based off of Bitcoin dominance, total, and total 2. These 4 elements will really combine to give you an all aspect look at the broader macro picture of crypto. In order to make a micro trade, you want to look at the macro picture, right? If the macro picture is horrible, right? Like if you want to sail a little boat, you better hope there's no big waves. You get what I'm saying? So if you're going to take a little trade that could have mass volatility attached to it, you want to make sure that the market's kind of in your favor at least, right? Or well balanced. So if it's not, that's going to heavily affect the trade in a major way. So if you're trading right now and you don't go over Bitcoin dominance, Bitcoin total and total 2 every single day, you're doing yourself a disservice, right? You're not, and you're honestly not really, you're not a true trader because you're not giving yourself all the information you need to be the best. You're hurting yourself, in my opinion, and that's just, it could be an opinion from me, right? Because you look at total 2 every day, so that's what you think. Hey, it's just it's. To me, it's like trading the stock market without looking at the Dow and the S&P. Like, you should look at the Dow and the S&P when the day begins, and gold and silver. You should look at the dollar, Dow, S&P, and the gold and silver before you trade a stock. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's the idea here. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Continuing in this area. Cryptocurrency total market cap still, to me, in a bit of a bear pennant, which is interesting. Could break down to the downside and revisit 1.4 trillion. Right? Let's hope we can stay up here and begin to make a move. But this is still in the pattern. Despite Bitcoin doing something a little different, this is still in the pattern, in my opinion. Then you look at total 2, and total 2 are all of the altcoins without Bitcoin. Okay? So I still don't know why they don't come up when I type them in, but anyway. And this is doing the same thing too. Higher highs though. So we need a higher high. We need higher lows. We made a higher high there, broke down, made a higher low. We need a higher high. So it's crucial that we break above $1 trillion. I know that sounds great, but we need to break above $1 trillion, back above the $1 trillion level. If not, we could get rejected. But right now, we're seeing a bit of an ascending triangle beginning to form here in the cryptocurrency space. And this is a bullish signal, in my opinion, right? So all I want to see is this for the next few days. If we see this, you're going to see me a happy man. So let's project this idea. Let's hold to it. Let's make sure we do not see a below 879, 880, right? We did test it a few times already, 880, 850, and we're bouncing off of that area. We got as low as 798, literally just 2 days ago. So do you like to hodl long term as well as trading? Yes. I've been hodling long term for a long time. I don't trust FileCoin though, because only 1/10 of the supply is in circulation. Okay, I appreciate you saying that. China is heavily invested in FileCoin mining, and I heard 1 million FileCoin is what they're giving for wedding gifts. It makes sense that Biden's people are involved with a big China asset. Isn't that weird? Biden's people are involved with the FileCoin. Interesting, another Chinese link. Yeah, I lost 10K in trading. Buy as low, sell as high. Take a look at ETH. It's gonna push up. Yeah, we just looked at ETH, man, and gave you an ETH trade. Sam, help me more than crypto. I watch a show every day. Sometimes I feel like the lifer show is all I got to keep me going in life, man. You know what, man? I felt that way too. I feel the same way about this show. So we have something in common, you know. And look, VeChain now at the bottom of the barrel there. Interesting. So everything's kind of making this new channel to the upside. I mean, that's how new trends form, is new channels break to the upside. Like here we had a channel down and we started to make a new channel to the upside and we broke on out, right? So a new channel to the upside, highly likely VeChain will break to the upside here. Open a trade on VeChain, right? Stop loss here, 12%, and try to gain 32%. So here's another little smaller trade. You can see the trades are smaller than they used to be. You know, I'm being more cautious. But here, you buy near the bottom of this pattern, at the area where we're at now. Keep your stop loss below this previous wick. This all you can do is play, you know, even if you want to go a little bit below it at 14%. It's a 2-to-1. The risk reward ratios are getting tighter too. And just pattern trade this up 31%. You know, you want to be a little more risky, raise your stop to the right here. But that's all you can do. I mean, that's the tightness there. So I have faith in FileCoin. It has bigger potential. Brian Brooks is a huge investor in FileCoin. Oh yeah, see all these. So the whole, they're all big in FileCoin. All the politicians, man. So VeChain, USDT. It's another trade up in the spot, right? Okay. Okay, now let's take a look at what you guys are asking about. Razor, when do you think the NFT season starts? Well, here's a good idea for that. I'm going to help you out with that too as well. We can look at NFT perp just like we looked at DeFiPerp. That's a great question. Appreciate that super chat. Amazing super chat from AG. Appreciate that super chat. Much respect to you. So we're going to take a look at NFT perp. Beautiful day today. 75 degrees with a breeze. Oh, after the heat. Oh, beautiful day today. Oh man, it's always a beautiful day to be alive, honestly, in my opinion. But today's a beautiful, beautiful day. Absolutely beautiful day. NFT perp, man, where are you? Is it NFT.perp? NFT Index. NFT Market. I think NFT Index would run it pretty good. Interesting. Consolidating pretty well. Has this line of like, kind of needs to break above that line. Started to break out. To me, it's just starting to make it, you know, it's like it's getting known, and it's been going up ever since. I mean, that's a smooth trajectory, and it had this diagonal trend line that it broke back above. See that, you know, that it seems to be respecting pretty well. Bounce. Broke back, you know, bounce, and starting to make a move on to the upside. So quite interesting to say the least. JEJUDOGE, we have reached 4,000 holders. The pace of increase is incredible. JEJUDOGE, killing it in Jeju. Thanks, lifer. Jeju holders promoted it to local businesses who are now using it as a means to attract wealthy Chinese to the island. It seems to be working. It'll be the best ad campaign the island ever ran without spending a dime. JEJUDOGE. Asia is going to pump this to Mars. Dude, JEJUDOGE, man, I believe is going to blast off to the moon. I'm telling you guys right now, blast off to the moon. Anyway, we are shilling it. It's a shill fest right here, but it is what it is. I bought into it a week or two ago. Thing is up insane numbers. Let's take a look at JEJUDOGE. JEJUDOGE for the US dollar bill. And look at the parabolic run up that JEJUDOGE is on right now. I mean, and I talked about this trade going up 422%. Now, if you got into JEJUDOGE with us, you're now up 8,900%. So, can I clap? 8,000% gains for the crew. I mean, we got in this in June 1st or 2nd, right? So we bought it in right. We bought in right around here. So fine, we have to shave a little off. Only 500% gains. Little, I think I bought in a little earlier than that. I think at least 1,000% gains, something like that. So JEJUDOGE, man, doing its thing, man, blast into space. That's a parabolic move right there, hockey stick status. So shout out to anyone that got into JEJUDOGE with me. Love you guys, man. Amazing day to be alive, right? So yeah, even in this like uncertain times, we're killing it. I gave this call to my Patreons. I even made a buy once live on the live stream. It was like a very small buy. Then I made a far more substantial investment into this coin. Now, I also cautioned everybody that, you know, you never know. High risk, high reward, but that's how these things work, you know. JEJUDOGE, man. Wow. Seems to be doing well tonight. Tonight. It's doing its thing. JEJUDOGE. Breast. Also I was into breast. SafeBreast Inu, just so you know what it was. Both doing pretty well. Let's take a look at it on a Dex Guru right now, because it's funny. Let's take a look at it on Dex Guru. Or Dex Tools, sorry, Dex Tools. It's either Dex Guru or it's Dex Tools, Pair Explorer. I'm going to take a look at JEJUDOGE, and we're going to take a look at SafeBreast Inu. JEJUDOGE. You can see it's just running up crazy. It did run up something insane last night and got sold off pretty hard. So there was the sell-off, bam. But to me, it's holding levels really nicely right now. I'm going to zoom in here and take a look at what's going on. You have to use multiple different platforms to trade this market, okay? TradingView is not going to know every coin. A lot of these coins are underground, so you have to learn how to track underground coins that haven't really made it. You have to know how to track coins that haven't even made it to CoinMarketCap yet, right? So I believe I put this trade out for everyone, and I said, you know, it's highly likely it's going to break to the upside. And funny, it did hit the target. Hit the target fast, though, so someone was very quick to sell off. Very watchful. Let's see what the gain was, though. 94%. Came back down at 50. Gave it all back, though. Gave it all back so far. But what I see here now is basically a bigger channel. See this? It just seems to be forming this pennant here. So yeah, I got these coins are crazy. They respect TA, but they kind of spill out of the shapes a little more than others. We could see still a parabolic run out of this to the upside. I mean, that's gonna, if that can hockey stick its way up, like, you know, a hockey stick is when you have this upward movement, right? But then you have like a very sharp. So you have first you have this beautiful trend line that it respected, right? And then the trend line just starts to kind of rip parabolic. And at that point, you get this run up like this. And it kind of looks, see, you know what I'm saying? The idea is, hold on, let me finish my idea here. So the idea is this will look, you know, like this. A trend line down, and then another trend line, like something like that. And that looks a lot like a hockey stick. See that? So we call it the hockey stick, and that's where this idea is coming from. As long as we continue to make these higher lows in a very sharp inclined manner, we could definitely see this start to break out parabolic. All right. Now, why do we call it parabolic? Because there's a shape in math called the parabola, and this thing is starting to follow it very, very nicely. Right? I must have hit a button, took me off the channel. So that's, you know, just something to think about. JEJUDOGE, man, you know. Has a lot of interest in it. Seem to be pumping. There's some underground push with this channel. Something going on, right? So, okay, we're going to take a look at XYMBTC. All right, let's take a look at XYMBTC. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in and sharing your most precious asset with me. And that is your time, baby. That is your time. China is heavily invested in FileCoin. Wise words. Okay, I will get back. You get that coffee from the earlier stream. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. $3.99 there. Thank you very much. Sue L, thank you for the $3 super for the £3. Much respect to Sue. Can't wait to meet you guys out across the pond, man. I'll fly out to Europe, check you guys out. What do you think of the NFT season starts? Honestly, I think we're kind of brewing right now, and this is where you want to start to plant seeds. You want to plant seeds when no one's talking about it. This is where you buy some OHM, some ERN, and all these different things. Let's take a look at the Razor network for Justin Keeler. So I was a little more into the zone today, kind of really looking at a lot of different things that I, wanted to watch and look at. But JEJUDOGE, man, did some serious damage, and we put it on your radar very, very early. And you just wow, what a move for JEJUDOGE. Anyway, let's take a look at SafeBreast. They might not have. See, Breast is too early, not even here. You got to go to that Dex. You got to go to the Dex tools to get Breast. Then we're gonna take a look at the Razor network, and we're gonna get into your super chats today. Sorry, first time literally ever that I got really deep in the zone, but I wanted to just I got a lot to teach, a lot to talk about, a lot going on today, and I want to share that knowledge with you guys, man. I want to share that knowledge with you. Okay, what happened with this thing now? It seems to be consolidating pretty nicely. So this was our previous high right here. It's crazy how well these respect TA. So previous high, pumped up, came back down, hit the previous high, bounced back up here. Now we're kind of in a falling wedge again. So this is our new trend that we need to break. You need to break that top trend line. Right. So far, we're doing this too. We need to respect this high. Make sure we're making a higher low than that area. Sketchy right now, right there. And I think we're forming this bigger wedge, which could see us kind of continue, and then break to the upside for SafeBreast Inu. But they're continuing to go. I mean, this thing is just starting to do its thing. We ended up making 480% gains, right? So you want to sell, man. You got to sell this stuff. 200% up if you're still in it, okay? SafeBreast Inu. Just want to. Those are the two crazy coins I'm in right now. Nothing else too crazy, okay? But I'm a big, I have a huge portfolio of Cardano, VeChain. I own the basics. I own a lot. I own probably 50 to 60 of the top 100 coins. That simple. And then I branch out to some other different things as well, kind of break it down. Let's take a look at this super chat for the Razor. I think we went over one day, but I want to look at it again. So let's take a look at Razor network. Okay, Razor. The Razor network. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, 10 cents. 10 million, under the $10 million market cap. That's a sweet spot. $1 million in trading volume. Okay, I'd like a little more volume, but not too bad. It's not really that known yet, so this is a good idea. The Razor network on Ethereum. Let's see where we can buy this puppy. Gate.io Uniswap Balancer for USDC. I like that. MXC, and which I believe is the Mandala exchange, right? Mandala exchange is pretty cool. And Gate.io. Okay. The Razor network. Okay, let's take a look. I think we did go over this, but it was probably like 2 or 3 months ago. Something rings a bell with it though. I think I've seen it. Yeah, send in a super chat if you want me to do a deep dive on your project, or you want something to know about what you think is viable and good, or you want to just bring it into the fold. That groove is so nice, my dude. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in and being a part of the live stream. I really appreciate you guys. Truly decentralized Oracle network for the decentralized insurance. Truly decentralized oracles are here. Smart contracts do not have access to external data. Such data is necessary for the operation of various decentralized applications. Traditionally, this is done by using centralized servers called oracles. but they're a signal point of failure, and otherwise decentralized applications must be trustworthy. Razor Network is a decentralized oracle providing data to the smart contracts using a network of stakers. Razor is not only fast, but also extremely robust and economically secure. Explainer, I like that. Ecosystem: Polygon, Moonbeam, Algorand, Elrond, Conflux, Persistence, XPR, XPRT. Remember that? Persistence. Latentry, Lit, right? Plutos. Interesting. DFYN. Interesting. This is pretty cool, right? Who's backing it? Origin Capital. I like that. Isn't that Paris Hilton now up in there, right? TRG, GFS Ventures, Enter Block, Gen Block, Cosmos, Alameda, dude. Oh my gosh, it's backed by Alameda. I'm done. Send me to the moon. It's in the Solana network, baby. Backed by Alameda. So there you go, man. Who's ready for the dark winter? I thought my 30 coins was a lot. You're the man, bro. I appreciate you for helping me out with the fundamentals. Where do you learn the percentage probabilities for all the patterns? I can't find the outcome probability anywhere. I was taught that. I was taught it by a mentor. See, this stuff you can only be, traders pass down the teachings between each other. It is a like sacred geometry type of, I don't know, black art, dark art. Trading is a dark art, no lie. And you got to join a trading community to really get the full blessings of the dark art, right? It's not like something you can't learn trading like just reading a book. You have to get the information and then you have to join a group. Like you have to bring yourself in. It's a dark art for sure, in my opinion. I mean, a white art. I don't want to call it a dark art. Like it's not voodoo, but I like this idea here. I like what Razor's doing. And also, Oracle, guys. Think Link. ChainLink is an Oracle. Band is an Oracle. Oracles are a big deal. Oracles feed outside data to inside APIs. Oracles kind of make the happen. All right? If that makes any sense to you. 15,000 people on the Razor network. This is hot right now. This is hot. So, yes, I like what we're seeing here. Razor network. Interesting. 15,000 members in the Razor network. Wow. Okay. Wow, man. This thing is hot. You know what? I could see this on KuCoin not too long from now, man. I guarantee this is going to end up on KuCoin or even Binance. Like, this thing is hot, dude. And maybe even just like decentralized exchanges would be so big it doesn't matter, but under $10 million market cap, so this thing can easily 10x to $100 million market cap. It can 5x simply. So it's got a few things going for it. Look, tags is Oracle and Polygon. Are you kidding me? Those two things in the same sentence? This thing has to be going up. Let's take a look if we can find it here on CoinTrader Pro. The Razor network. Let's even look at it on Dex Guru. I'm willing to check it out on Dex Guru. We'll see if it's over there. Razor. The Razor network. There it is. You can get it for wrapped ETH. See what's going on against the ETH pair. I'd rather see the USDT pair, so I will look at it on CoinTrader Pro. Remember, CoinTrader Pro is a free site, completely free. Don't, get your hands dirty. Get up in there. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in. Wisdom equals knowledge plus experience. Veterans token made for charity. Low market cap. Docs creator. Can you please take a look at it? Veterans token. I think we looked at it one time before. An Indian project backed by a great team. Razor. Oh, so we're going to move on. That's taking too long. And when that happens, we move on. Simply. I refresh the page. Maybe we'll get lucky. Let's take a look at Razor. But we killed JEJUDOGE. Shout out to anyone that got into JEJUDOGE, man. And look out for more crazy little coins that can up the ante for you. Okay, so this thing's down in dumps. The Razor network. So it's at the lowest it's ever been. Interesting. Came out on February 7th and just dropped. Wow, man. It has so much potential. It's crazy that it's that low. So people sold it off. No one really knows about it. This is definitely where you would pick up something at the bottom. I don't like picking up something this low though. It's like it could be dead. Like it could have just it could be done. You know, I want to see some light. I want to see it get above the 200-day moving average. And maybe I'd build a small position in this. I'm risk adverse to getting into something that's like just like, because who knows, you know. We need to build up the movement. How did they have that many people in here? Is this like, I almost don't believe this chart. This is crazy. I want to just double check that this is the right chart, right? The Razor Network. It has to be it, but I just want to make sure. Yeah, Razor Network, supply, USD, yeah. Man, I just thought the same. Is it on KuCoin? No, it's not on KuCoin. What's the deal with ETH Max? Hey, Life, are you in TrueBit already? No, I don't use TrueBit. I mean, that's the coin 10 cents, right? And it was already, damn. It was already 90 cents in February. It took a complete collapse. So this is a position of strength, and it is double bottoming. But it's just not, you know, I want to see it like, I got to see it get above the 200-day moving average. It is a steal at 10 cents right now. I like the project, low market cap. I mean, that's high risk, high reward. This is how you 10x really fast, but I might have to pass on entering into this, but I like the project. So let's see if it get more substantial move. You know, some people look at me like, what do you mean? It's 10 cents. It's a great project. Get into it now. Yeah, that's a viable idea, right? But right now we're seeing lower lows consistently. Like, I have not seen a higher high in a while. I'd like to see it begin to kind of show me some type of strength before I get into it. USDA token is seriously cryptocurrency. It's not a joke. It does not use the animals' names for its promotion. It does not want to solve problems on the moon or Mars. At USA. Razor is perfectly active Twitter by the looks of it. Remember, extreme fear on markets. I know. So good time to buy. Good time to buy, man. Good time to buy right now. XYM is better. Let's take a look at XYM. Shout out to Hadouken for bringing us symbol. On KuCoin as well. Another KuCoin gem, man. XYM. So I'm going to look at your chart and try to somewhat recreate it. Take a look at yours. The mini chart. Sorry, I'm making a joke. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Oh yeah, you posted it here. Okay, cool. Indicators bottomed from the 4-hour to the 12-hour time frame. Higher lows equals trend change. Nicely bowled out. Midterm hold, right? So 1, 2, 3. So we've changed the trend. You can see we're starting to form a new trend. We're in a bull pennant right there, right? We're at the bottom of the pennant, above 599 sats or on an SR flip. Stop loss at 497 sats. And run this up 59% or 106%. Buy either above 559 sats on the SR flip in the buy zone or ladder buys at 55.9 to 497 to 454 sats. I like the idea. Yeah, I meant getting a position in True Bitcoin as it's pretty low as well after a first crazy pump. Absolutely the very best here. Love it, man. Shout out to Rodney Robinson. Big investors just took off the profits with the token release schedule. Thanks, man. Let's take a look at XYM BTC. What is XYM? I thought it was like that coin, like Nexium or something. Oh no, it is Sybil. Yeah, it came out with the, don't tell me with nulls or no, with, was it nulls or NEM? It's a NEM project. It came out with NEM. That's where it came out. 20 cents. Market cap's unknown yet. Pretty good. Starting to make a move. 19 cents. Starting to, okay. And it was 14 cents May 23rd. High of 72. Okay, it's kind of holding itself pretty well too. Okay. USDT. So this one is down at in the dumps. But he built a case. He built a nice little case. See how you always see this, but then you see his nice chart and you can see all his thoughts and his process, all his writing and his ideas. Excellent work there. Excellent work. That's why he's a Crypto Lifer admin, because he knows how to do what he got to do, you know. He made this look so much neater. I can't really, I'm trying to see what he sees. Isn't that funny? Trying to see how he sees it. I think his chart is small, or he's just looking at, I don't know, my chart looks, oh no, hold on. Did we already get the bounce? Is this an older chart and we already get the bounce? When do you post this? 11 a.m.? Same symbol? I'm not seeing the same thing here. Let me see. I can't pick up where he's at in the chart. There's the low, there's the higher low, there it is right there. So he's, let me see. I can't match him. Isn't that interesting? What time frame he's on? He's on the 12-hour time frame. That's why I can't match him. Okay, here we go. Kind of, I drew something like this. It is the positional strength to buy right there. Oh, and he had the BTC pair as well. 20 cents though. I just want to see how, yeah. Get back all the way to that all-time high. Back to 60 cents, 3x. Symbol. Seems to be a really viable project too, you know? Really viable project. That's what I don't see, how like the show slows down when I have to look at something. Like, I just got to keep it moving. What do you think on Wink? I like Wink a lot. Put a call out for Wink recently and has some news coming out. Corgi Inu technicals. Corgi Inu technicals. Throw me a super chat. It's been dry as a bone lately, man. I know you guys got jobs, man. You guys work for a living. This is what I do for. This is my job. Literally, this is literally my job. Every single day, 14 hours a day, 14 hours a week, non-stop. What do you think on Wink? See my super chat question. I did not. Let me see what it is. What price are you taking profits on ETH? On ETH. You didn't explain. Like, that's a, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. What price are you taking profits on ETH? Nah, I'm in ETH for a long time. I'm not selling my ETH. ETH BTC? I gave you the trade already. Like, the trade had been posted. So I don't know. I don't know what that question is, man. Honestly, like, I didn't make a USDT ETH trade, so like, I can't tell you. I'm not getting out of ETH on a USDT trade, right? So I don't know how to answer that. Truck and foul show. Right here, like, I would ride this up. I'm gonna be getting out here at the top at 0.08263, you know, so riding 0.067 to 0.08. 0.0830106. That's to answer your question. That's a beat. But that's in BTC pairing, right? So, hodler bra. By the way, Zilliqa ETH on the 3-day and the weekly is beautiful. Good morning, Sam. Shout out to Love Learning. I was watching on my TV and eating. See my super chat question. I think I got it. Yep. Well, just joined the Patreon. Will be my first time trading. Looking forward to it. Cheers. Shout out to Will David. Thank you so much for joining my Patreon, man. Much respect to you, man. Thank you very much. Thank you so much to, you know, this life, and thank you so much for my Patreons, man. Every single Patreon, I appreciate you guys like you're gold. So thank you so much. Much respect to you guys. Thank you very, very much for joining my Patreon. Welcome to the club, man. Consider yourself a lifer. Jump on in. Enjoy. Get into the beginners group. Start posting charts as fast as possible. If you can, get one tutoring session with me, just one. I suggest one tutoring session, and I can kind of set you up, get you straight, show you how the kind of group really moves, and get you going into the session. So, you know, today we also have our screen share. So today I'll break down a lot for all my beginners and new people that came into the group. So we'll show you that stuff. Dude, what up, my friend? Shout out to J to the trading. Thank you for joining the Patreon. Shout out to you, man. We'll take a look at XRP ETH. We'll take a look at Zilliqa ETH. Zilliqa ETH on the 3-day and the weekly looks beautiful. We take a look at that 3-day. Yeah, you're right. Ready to rock. You want to make some ETH with your Zilliqa. Kind of suggesting that we might get a pump. No, we got a pump here, we got a pump there. It seems to pump against ETH really nicely. Maybe that's what they're using it for. It's funny how if you can find some of these ideas, you can start seeing other things go on, right? Let's take a look at that 12-hour too as well. Wow, so yeah, you're seeing some movement here. A bit of a cup and handle, bit of a double bottom as well, right? There's a bottom forming there. Bit of a triple bottom, which is interesting. Really liking this area of support and resistance though for Zilliqa ETH. Interesting. Stokes are oversold there. You know, ready to rock on the 12-hour. Pointing down on the daily, still a little more time to go. I don't think it's ready yet, but yeah, you're right. Once those smaller time frames lock in, this thing's ready to go. I'm a lifer. We are all lifers. Shout out to Sue L. Thank you so much, Sue. Best decision I made this year was joining your Patreon. Thank you so much, Cataslice. Catasice. I think I'm saying it right. You give me hope that I will get out of my night shift job one day. Hey, you will, man. I did it. If I did it, you could do it. I was ADHD, depressed, had every reason why I couldn't be who I wanted to be. I just can't, I always had the drive, I always had the will, and I always wanted to be somebody different, man. But I had a lot of things in my head that were blocking me from getting where I need to be. Meditation helped, changing my diet, eating more vegan food, eating more vegetarian diet, drinking water, and working out. Honestly, working out was what got me out of everything. Working out every single day, having a routine to get myself into the zone, into the movement. That was really what propelled me to change in my life. When I started working out every day, I started feeling better about myself. I started changing how I looked. I started realizing I was an empowered person and I was an amazing being. And let's show a little love with a small super chat. Shout out to Ray for the $10, man. Much respect to Ray, man. Appreciate that. I will return to the Patreon soon, my dude. Time is hard for me right now, fam. I love you all, lifers. We doing damage. Shout out to Mike, man. I'm sorry about that, man. But we just made freaking off a few $100, we just 10x and 20x. So like, I don't know, times are hard, but if you just put $200 into JEJUDOGE like we did a week ago, you would have made $2,000 off of JEJUDOGE, and times wouldn't be that hard, right? I don't know. I just gave a free call where we turned some small amount of money into a big amount of money very, very fast. It took us 6 or 7 days. So just that's why I tell people, if you stay in the Patreon, it eventually is going to pay for itself, but you got to put in the work, got to put in the effort, got to become a part of the group, I can't make you who you want to be, right? I can help you and do everything I can, but it's up to you to do the work, right? You got to do the work. I can create the space and the environment and the business around you to help you succeed, but you gotta do the work, man. And I'm not saying to you, Mike, you do the work. I see what you're saying. I'm saying to everybody in general, and I'm talking to myself, because I was in the same place where I was unwilling to do the work. Not always, but there was times where I was lackadaisical, or maybe it was the food I was eating. Maybe it was it was a low frequency life. Okay, I was working for people, so they were taking my frequency, right? I was eating the wrong food, so that was taking my frequency, and I was watching the wrong things and wasting my time, which was taking my frequency. All of these three things were creating a depressive feeling on me, and then I was unable to move forward, right? So once I realized that working out, eating right, and once I raised my frequency just a little bit and I saw the light, I began to change. And eventually I realized that I could really change my reality and go anywhere and be anyone I wanted to be and do anything that I wanted. But I had to truly, really discipline myself as well. And I had to find a system in life, man. But you gotta drink. Like, I drink water, only water. Like, for days on end, the only thing I'm drinking is water. Like, I'm not drinking beers. I'm not drinking sodas. I'm sure I slip up every once in a while, but 90% of the time, I'm booking a session with you just for a frequency change. Crypto brought me up a bit, but I need to get back into training and eating properly. Yeah, it's all one, man. I don't, life or opening the doors of the mind, true poet of crypto, and also making dough. Yeah, you gotta put your best foot forward. Truth right there. Balance and good food. What you're talking about is holistic health, brother. Mad props. That's how I overcame my leukemia and kept it away. Look at this guy, man. J to the D Trading, one of my admins. He got out of leukemia, dude. Like, I met people and they changed my life, bro. Everyone I met had a story that was deeper than mine, that touched me in a way that was like, wow, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah. Unbelievable, man. What you eat makes a difference. I do keto. Yeah, you got to do, yeah. I fast. Like, I'm going to do a 7-day juice fast. Starting in the next few days, you'll see my face slim out. You're going to see me look skinny for a second. And you guys are going to be like, 7-day juice fast. I'm not adverse to meat. I think you should eat a little meat. 10, 20% of the diet, eat a little red meat. Nothing wrong with that. Other people look at me and say, oh, you're, you know, some people are completely holistic. You know, the thing about eating meat is you eat the negative energy of the animal. If the animal, that's why I only halal meat. My wife only allows us to eat halal because the animal was killed from behind very fast, bled out very fast. They bleed the blood out. It's cleaner, everything like that. So halal meat is only eaten in my house. Yeah, we only allow halal meat in the house. And even the place where I buy the halal meat, the meat's just way cleaner. It's way cleaner. Let's take a look at my baby cake, man. How could I not look at cake? How could I go a day without my cake? At 1772. Beautiful V-shaped recovery for cake, booming on out. On the weekly, too. 2 big weeks for cake. You can see cake went up 24% this week. Cake went up 18% the next week. It's having a down week, down 5%. But that's not too bad, giving a little back from its moves. Let's take a look at the 1 hour for cake. If you don't know what cake is Pancake Swap. It's a cake. It's the coin of Pancake Swap. I wish it had a little more utility like Binance Coin, but they do a really good job kind of getting it into the groove. So right there, look, there was a pennant. We said cake could break to the upside. So far, so good. This trade is starting to make a move. So look at that V-shaped recovery for cake. Boom, back up. And now it's making its move. Higher highs for cake and higher lows and higher highs, you know. Now we just need to see cake break this higher low, this higher high right here, 21, and kind of get up here into the channel. But I see cake continuing to the upside, honestly. It's forming really well, strong support as well. It's about to reset on the 1 hour, but it's showing really, like it's showing a nice trend here. And you know what's funny? I'm about to show you something, but I see like a microcosm of itself. Like this looks like this. This little pattern here looks a lot like this pattern. So I'm going to show you. We're going to try to, I do these fractals all the time. We take a piece of an area. We take a piece of an area and then we break it down. We make it bigger. We got soccer practice with the kids today with the crypto lifers. So guys, we also, if you're in my Patreon group, I feel like the animal's bad energy will come to me eating meat. It can. It really can, Chief Keef, man. And that's why you're not supposed to be eating a lot of meat, because you're eating negative energy. You absolve that energy. People don't realize that. When you eat meat, it's a cycle of 7 karmas you take on yourself. That's why the energies are heavy. Yeah, he's right, man. He's dead right. Everyone has to find what works for their body. Different blood types are a thing. Hey, I like what JD said too. So what I'm trying to show you here is this. We're going to break down this fractal, right? But it looks a lot like it. It's making it hard on me right now. When I go right, it's wanting to go up. So we get this downwards pile, that I'm trying to match those up. So you can see like this, I took this from this little triangle right here, but it seems to kind of hit it pretty well, you know. You could even kind of move it from here. This is really it right there. Look at that. That's it right there. That's it. So you have the divot here. This is crazy. Look at this. So you have the divot here, which is this. You have the larger divot here, which is that. You have the move up and then the swing, and match. This is matching it exactly, which is pretty crazy. And I took it from this tiny little triangle right there. So, like, you can see there's just such a similarity between the patterns. There's such a relationship between how price moves, macro and micro. And sometimes there's a story inside the smaller triangle that tell you where the bigger triangle is going to go. It's like a stepping stone. Pretty insane, honestly. These concepts, because once you deal with all the like regular concepts of like, okay, MACD and all that, like, you know, if you're a brain like mine and you're artistic, you're creative and you're open-minded to new ideas and you're innovative, you're going to start bending time and space when it comes to trading. I'm honestly, you know, and that's kind of where I believe the next level of trading becomes. And to me, it's infinite. Trading is infinite. There's so much to learn and so much to see, and it never stops. Honestly, it's very similar to like the universe, to the time and it's insane. So I want to kind of reiterate that. BTC going to 20K. Trade failed. Can you finish XLM, please, with the bottom dominance balance from support? Would you play the USDT pair? Honestly, it's too down in the dumps for me. Like, I don't like to play. I'm not a fan of, like, I like to play high volatility coins. Like, I like, if you notice, like, I'm into, like, ChainLink would be something I'd like to trade, you know, over, I don't know. I'm a little biased towards, like, beating up low grade coins that, like, we have to watch them kind of come from the fruitions of death. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like something that, like, yeah, it can be beaten down, but let's know that it's a kind of a substantial project. I cannot believe ChainLink's $23. Like, after everything we went through, it went all the way to that $50 to come all the way down to $15. Damn, man, they did a number to this market. People are still probably in post-traumatic stress. I just realized, like, I can't believe how bad they whacked this market down. Like, I'm just still kind of in shock now. When I really look back at it a month later, I'm like, wow, that was insane. Shout out to Mana V Killer. ElonGate. Can you finish XYM, please? VeChain will hit 50 cents by July. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not putting any big bullish targets out till I see we begin to make a move. And we begin to kind of fall, kind of get a balance. We need a balance. ElonGate getting listed on LBank. I still hold ElonGate. Let's take a look at it. I've been holding it for, it was honestly, I believe it was the first real meme coin. For me, it was the first coin I really heard about, because I heard about it in the news, and then there was the coin, and I was like, oh, of course, now there's the coin. I was like, ha, 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 you know, ElonGate. Did a huge M pattern, came back to the downside. Can this thing really recover and make it back up to the top and do its thing? Who knows? I don't have a lot of faith in meme coins making it back to their all-time highs. I really don't. Specific meme coins, okay, here and there, but for the most part, no, you know. So I told you, too, highly likely. Let's take a look at BTC. Or it must be at 36.5 now, someone's saying, right? 36.963. So we are, look, head, shoulder, head. Are we going to make a right? You know, just an idea we started to put out there. And remember, we're testing these levels of support and resistance. We did start to break down, so we could start into the smaller channel now, right? So Bitcoin's always trying to do one or two things, right? There's always a few patterns at play. Okay? But as everyone knows, the bigger pattern is this one, and it's highly likely that we break back down. Just to fake out. They love to fake you out and then come back into the pattern, and fake us out here and come back into the pattern. You know, you gotta balance. Great show. Shout out to Justin Keeler, man. Great TA. Thank you very much, man. I got a nice ElonGate bag on the dip. Marty McFly, I hope so. You know, I love people like you, Fooly Hitlix, because, hey, if you keep buying it on the dip, then you're gonna get us back up, right? Have you reviewed Woo? No, let's take a look at Wootrade. That's been up pretty big recently. Wootrade on Huobi. Uniswap, SushiSwap, Wootrade on Huobi. Wootrade doing damage in the last 15 minutes, doing damage in general. Let's take a look at Wootrade. Yeah, so it had kind of collapsed, but did its double bottom. Bottomed out at 40 cents and went all the way back to 99. It actually had $1.09. So Wootrade up a nice 120% and still holding the gains. For this now, you want to, it's strict support and resistance at this point, right? So you want to kind of zoom into what you see here. Break this down. We can double click on this, price the entire window, you know, get this out of the center here, put that back down, and just start kind of vibing with the support and resistance lines here. What do we see? Look, Adam and Eve double bottom, right? That's just one thing off the bat I want to point out to you guys. What is an Adam and Eve double bottom? Well, it's a V-shaped recovery idea, all right, which is the Adam. Like, Adam is a pointed phallic symbol. I think that's where this comes from. I don't know. But, and then Eve is the womb, right? Eve is the rounded womb. Like, so Adam is sharp pointed and Eve is the Adam. So Adam and Eve double bottom, and then bam, break to the upside. You can draw your head neckline here. And if we can break above that, that's kind of your, so we played, and then boom, we were gone. We came for the retest and we were gone yet again. You can see how even the retest happened on the 8-hour and the 200-day moving average. 21 crossed it. 21 starting to push up. That's a strong sign, right? And you got levels to watch here. Bam. It's definitely going to be a boring, slow, and choppy couple of months, but we will make new all-time highs in all of crypto in short time. Patience, as usual, is the most important aspect of investing in this space. My man is almost taco time over here. Yeah, guys, it's taco time. 11:40, we're out of here, and I got to be back at 1 p.m. where we're going to be going over, going XRP in a second. So, ICP, yeah, dude, I'd stay away from ICP, man. Anyone who thought they got in on the low, things getting sold off like a sack of potatoes, man. So watch out for that. So Wootrade got rejected at the previous all-time, at this local high resistance. It's got to bounce now. It's got to find strong support. So I think it's going to come back down here to 88, find its way, and then break back up and zoom out. And then, yeah, getting back to 135 and more. Pretty good idea, Then you can also pull a Fibonacci on this run-up just to see where you're at. And yeah, we came to the 786, bounced off my secret fib, the 706, not too bad right there. 618, right? And boom. All right. You can add, I believe, the true golden pocket. Hold on one second. About to do something insightful here. I believe I can hit this in 0.65. 0.65, right? And make it like and that's really your golden pocket right there, between the 0.65 and the 0.618. That's the golden pocket. Okay? That's the true golden pocket. I just wanted you guys to understand that in this little zone. And look how we came right there and touched it. So add this to your fibs, the 0.65. All right. Let's do 1 p.m. Let's do 1 p.m. so I can take a break. Let's do 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Strict an hour though, because I have tutoring at 2. This is crazy. This is my day. I live stream till now, right? I woke up this morning, put out as many calls as I could, looked at the charts, right? We did a bunch of trades here on the live stream, right? I'm gonna take about an hour break. Then me and him are going to go over, maybe I can even edit a video or shoot a video in that time period, right? Bam. Then I'm going to do the live stream with him. And then I have 2 people to tutor from 2 to 3 and 3 to 4, right? And then I have 5 o'clock practice with my daughter's soccer team. And then I come home and then I have the weekly screen share at 7 p.m. All right. And then I'll probably edit and finish my day around 10 o'clock. And that's my day, man. It's already been kind of scheduled out all the way. That's why I have family and friends like, hey, can you get in a call? I'm like, when can I? I'm like, dude, you have to call my wife and she's going to put you on the schedule. Because my day is planned and booked, man, for the rest of the day. So, and honestly, guys, if you fill your day with things to do, you will get so many things done. So pressure yourselves to see how much you can get done in a day. It will never hurt you. It'll never hurt you. It'll never hurt you, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? The harder you work, the more your life will benefit. You're only going to see fruition. You're only going to see fruition. And everyone will tell you that. And you get nothing without hard work. There's no free rides. There's no free trips, So, yeah, today I was watching a guy who made 60 million on Shiba Inu. And it was just, I was sitting there just like, oh my God. He's like, yeah, I did a 2500X. And I was trying to figure out how much did he put in? So 60 mil, right? And divided by 2500. So he only put in $24,000 in the Shiba Inu, and he turned it into 60 million. So look. I don't know this guy right here. He made 60 million from Shiba Inu coin. Crazy meme coin gains. Are you kidding me, bro? This is just nuts. It should have been me.
Coin has absolutely exploded.
One thing led to another. I'm helping work on the project. I didn't know things were gonna end up blowing up this. Because me and the founder, Ryoshi. We've talked. So it's like we know each other.
I have a similar story to you, actually. I actually bought Shiba when the market cap was like hundreds of thousands of dollars, and it's just gone absolutely insane. Like, when did you buy into Shiba, and for how much?
I can't believe I sold it.
To Shiba at the end of January, like around like 27th or 26th, something like that.
Yeah.
Then it just exploded. Like $1,700 got me like 423 billion Shiba.
Yeah, that's insane. And yeah, the market cap of Shiba Inu now is, well, I mean, it's going for a dip, as are many coins, but it reached like 15 billion plus.
Like everything just kicked off when Elon Musk tweeted, "I'm getting a Shiba Inu."
That's right. Yeah.
It's just been insane ever since. Cause you can look back. I got tweets back like from February talking about Shiba.
Same, man. Like,
top gainer.
Yeah, dude, I made a video about Shiba like 4 months ago, pretty much, and yeah, people were like, there's no way this is 1000x, and hey.
Oh yes.
That's crazy. That's crazy, man. I'm telling you, man, it's coming. Someone in my group said it's coming, man. It's coming. It's coming. You'd be surprised how many people have already made some serious gains with the crypto lifer, man. So it's coming. It's coming. But damn, wow. Like, that's kind of messes with your brain. You're like, wow, like, why don't I have 60 million? You know, it's like, but everyone's road is different. Everyone's struggle is different. And everyone's path is made for a certain reason. So it is what it is, you know. Struggle is different, and everyone's path. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in. Imagine the gas fee. Well, focus work on your passions. Hard work for the wrong things. Is that just sold my Matic to get back in the Patreon? Nah, man. Oh man, this guy. Okay. He basically timed it so he took thousands of suckers' money. It's crazy, man. Crap coin pump and dump. He knew the he did know the owner too. He was close to the stream, you know. All right, guys, we're gonna run out of here at the end of every stream. Sammy. At the end of every stream, I say crypto is life. Thank you for coming on here to the end of the stream, guys. So we're gonna say 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life. You know it's a big deal, and everyone gets ready. So at the end of every stream, number one, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for my ability to be here. Thank you for my all the facets we have in life, the ability to see, hear, touch, taste, and smell, and help us all stay healthy, and help us realize the inorganic ones are here. And they're trying to force us to do things we don't need to do. So remember that. And if you don't know what I mean, don't worry. In time, all will be revealed and all will be well. But I love you guys so much. Thank you so much. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to my channel, then you're already doing the right thing. We're going to say 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life.
Why can't you just say it all together?
We did say it together, no?
Hey, no, like together. The word crypto is life.
Right? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life.
That didn't go.
Wait. How do you want to say it?
I don't know.
Tell me how to say it.
I don't know.
What do I say?
I didn't end the stream. It's still going.
I know. So what do we say? I'm about to hit the. Do you want to hit the button? You want to hit the button?
Yeah.
Can you hit the button?